Hello there, and welcome back to Shadows of Doubt. Yes, we're back on here, ready for another little episode. See what kind of trouble we're going to get up to in this game as well. If you don't know what Shadows of Doubt is, because it is a fairly new game, yeah, Shadows of Doubt is a PI detective game in a procedurally generated world, and this procedural generation goes from not only the city that you're in, but also to the citizens, their work schedules, um, and the cases that you get because you are a private investigator, you are a detective. The cases that you get are all procedurally generated. The jobs are all procedurally generated, and all that stuff. Everybody is when you first generate the game. Basically, it's one of those types where when you start the brand new game, it generates everything for you, and then you play in that world, which is really nice. Um, it's not exactly like the city itself is. They're still working on the procedural generation of the city, and they're going to be adding some new stuff here soon. I shouldn't say too soon, but I'm not exactly sure. But they're going to be adding some cool stuff here very, very shortly. But that's pretty much what this game is a private detective game where everything's completely random. There's not exactly a story um, at all. It's just you get thrown into a world and you got to be the best detective you can, but you can go about it in your own way. There's many paths forward on each case, and I would say there is no wrong or right answer, but there clearly is a wrong answer and a right answer. But those right answers it could be one right answer or it could be 100 right answers. you know, or it could be one wrong answer and 100 wrong answers. It's one of those things you can end up in dead ends and all kinds of stuff. You can end up with cases that you can't exactly solve right away. But yeah, very good game. We're going to see what kind of trouble we can get up to. Hopefully, everyone's having a good weekend. Like I said, I did want to bring the episode number through the weekend on this game. Um, and that also brings some extra content as well over the weekend. I do try to do daily videos, but Saturday's kind of been iffy uh, recently in the last couple months, so just kind of been all over the place. But yeah, let's go ahead and hit resume game. So we are in our basement apartment and whatnot, and we did look at buying a new apartment and figured out that they're very, very expensive. So we're gonna look them. But there was only two notes here. If you need yeah. Okay. But yeah, this is the apartment, and why is there so many lights? Is because I broke the light. Um, that's one of the bugs in this game is the lights that you place. Some of the lights don't work, but these lights do work. So, and they don't put off a whole lot of light, so I just went ahead and put a bunch up just to light the room. We kind of redid the bathroom a little bit. This wasn't last episode; it was the episode before. But yeah, everything looks lit. They just recently dropped a patch that fixed some things, so hopefully, uh, and that was before the last episode they had dropped that patch. But anyway, I'm gonna go here. We're gonna right click. We're gonna lock our door so that nobody steals anything from us. But we're gonna no. We're trying to play good detective. The only thing in this world that I steal is keys. Keys and people's personal information, of course, because I like collecting information on every single citizen in the world. Uh, so yeah, that's one of the things that my guy does. But we do not steal money. We do not steal sync disks. That's one of the other things about this game. It's in the late 70s, but it's a cyberpunk world where these sync disks, you install them into your head, and that changes either what the world does or what you do. A lot of them are mostly kind of passive things that just happen for your character. But yeah, this is pretty much the world. It's very blocky, but it this game makes it work. It really does. The atmosphere is also really good too. They did a really good job with the atmosphere and whatnot. Don't know what happened here. Whatever that is. Hopefully I loaded the right save. I'm pretty sure I did. Let's see what's this diner called? Just cafe? Where's our prisoner diner? Well, of course I loaded the correct one because we started in the basement. We're gonna see what kind of trouble we can get up to. We don't have any active cases right now. We have archived them all. That is a very tiny man. I don't think there's children in this game. And of course, people they're throwing their trash all over the place and whatnot. Oh, and also, if you hear anything different about my audio background in the mic, that is because I did manage to source a air conditioner for a windowed air conditioner and whatnot. Because this guy may live in a basement, but he has better accommodations than I do. So, as far as living in a building, I'm also cold, so we're gonna go into the prisoner diner here. And we're just gonna kind of hang out. So, yeah, very immersive world here. You can definitely get yourself immersed quite a lot in this world, and you can turn all this stuff off too. You can turn off the stuff you don't like, which is really nice. It's always good to have options in that regard, as well as one thing I completely forgot to do, but it's a good thing to bring up. They have a streaming tab in the settings here. I'm going to turn this back off because I was playing with that in my other game because I wanted to hear some of the in-game music. But this turns off the licensed music, so I don't get myself in trouble on accident because some of that audio just kind of happens um, and whatnot. So we definitely want to turn that off and not get ourselves in too much trouble. And also, if you notice, there's a few performance hits in here and there. This is a large world, whatnot. I was hoping I'd just get a murder case right off the bat, but doesn't look like it's going to happen. So we're going to go ahead and when this happens in this game, when you don't get a case over the scanner, one of the things you can do is you can go to the boards here to these phones. And you can find a job. Let's see what we got. We got careful investigator wanted stolen item case. We get 1,700 for the recovery, so not too bad. Details. Oh, we have to accept the job if we want the details about it. Another stolen item case. Not really interested in those. These cases, these cases are you find those stolen envelopes. You go and find or stolen envelope. You go and find the secret envelopes, um, whatnot. So, work available, public humiliation. We're gonna avoid that. Public humiliation. Wow, public humiliations and item recovery. Stolen item case. Maybe we'll go for one of those secret envelopes. High respected influential corporate client seeks skilled investigator to look into a business concern. Experience and evidence collection needed. Ask staff for Marsh. So we're going to ask the staff for Marsh. Over to this person. Marsh. Marsh, you're about the job. I'm supposed to give you this. What do you got for me? It's a photograph of where a briefcase is hidden. You'd think they wouldn't give that to the staff, or they would give it to the staff, but it'd be in a sealed envelope. Be like, I'm supposed to give you this, and it'd just be an envelope, and you open that. I don't want anything to do with this. Yeah, well, you're already kind of involved because you know about the secret briefcase location. Kind of. So, Delaria Street. And this is where the briefcase is. Somebody had an FOV of 2,000 apparently. Uh, there's something there. That's probably not on. But oh, this is a scaffolding right up here next to this brick wall. This is a scaffolding. So underneath the scaffolding, and it looks like that right there in the back, that is a fence. So we're going to go ahead and I always hit F, and I'm going to go ahead and open up the map. So Delaria Street, it's going to be near one of the edges. There, Delaria Street right there. So it's going to be facing this wall, and it's probably going to be on this right side here. So I'll plot a route. I think the arrow's a little bit confused. There's a few lagging points in here, but I think that's mostly my PC causing that lag. So this one? No, this one doesn't face the water. Yeah, here we are. So it's underneath this scaffolding. Are we actually there? Over to them. Yeah, we are actually there. Okay. Cancel route. We don't have the arrow. So it's taken underneath this scaffolding. There it is. Take. And we open up the briefcase to get the job information. That's all you have to do. You can close the briefcase, and we're going to throw it, we're going to chuck it into the ocean so that nobody else knows about this job. Located still an item from Mark. Okay, so we're going to go F. Close out the map. Okay, so Vincent Suites is probably where we're going to be going. We do not have an ID for this person, so that could be an issue. Short brown hair, large build. Partner's job is an enforcer, and their partner lives on the 9th floor of the Vincent Suites. So that isn't really that much help to us. Because anybody could be partnered with anybody in this game, so it really doesn't matter. Maybe their partner and they both live on the 9th floor of the Vincent Suites. What are we looking for exactly? We can go ahead and unpin that. We don't need that anymore. Unknown citizen. That's where it wants us to go, but it doesn't tell us. Doesn't tell us what they want. Steal the item. What item? What are they talking about here? It could be a secret envelope. Secret envelope. Okay, good. I'm glad that told me. We're also cold, so we got the shakes. I hate being cold. I think you should tone it down, honestly, in my opinion. The cold shaking effect should be toned down just a little bit. It's a little too harsh. Like, shake just a little bit, like right at the end there, right at the end of the kind of effect that's happening, is probably about the most it should be. It should be just a tiny little shake, and it shouldn't last as long as it does either. Don't want nothing to do with it. Okay. Also got to be careful too, because we can get mugged. Let's talk to this person. Evening. What's your name? I'm not telling you. I'll give you money. Hello, Lydia Bellick. My pigs, like, I give you any. Okay. Unfortunately, we can't pay them to give us fingerprints. That person just slipped and fell. Are they drunk? They kind of look like it, don't they? Alright, let's move on. So Vincent Suites, take us there. So that's where we're going to go ahead and go. Hopefully they're not home. Now, it could be anywhere. It could be at their place where they live. It could be at one of their businesses. And since their partner's an enforcer... Did it not tell me where they live? No, it doesn't tell me where they live. Okay. Do we have any info? This is on the 9th floor, okay. Large build, short brown hair. So lives on the 9th floor. Okay. So we gotta use our detective skills. Short brown hair with large build. I like... The reason I repeat that kind of information to myself is not exactly to be funny. I mean, it is kind of funny to repeat it a bunch of times, but and not to be annoying either. It's just what I do to remember. So we're gonna just simply knock. Do you have a light? Large build, short brown hair. You got kind of long hair. It's like very white and tan, so it's probably not you. I think I just saw. Why don't you tell me how it is? I don't know. I hear. Yeah, kind of large build, short brown hair. Talk. Evening, what's your name? Nothing to do with it. I'll give you money. Okay, I'll give you more money. Okay, I'll give you 200. Finally. Okay, Michelle Walsh. Can you provide? Nope. Okay. Well, I don't think that's the target. That's probably paid a little too much for that, but meh. It's always good to know names. Where's your partner? Yeah, just large build, short brown hair. It's probably not these people. And also, I don't know why it keeps putting this stuff up here where I can't click the little dealio. Whatever. Also, we should be checking under floor mats because people are stupid. Okay. Key. None of you have a key. Okay. This is the only one that had a key. Was this one? Or was it? No, it was this one over here. Okay, nobody's home. Oh, they have a laser grid. Now, luckily they're not home. This could be them, though. Right. Where's your security stuff? Oh, you're not here. Oh. Not exactly, no. Also, somebody saw me. Don't worry about them. As long as it's not the tenant. What if I should lock their door? Just in case. Yeah, they got a lot of security. This is a pretty... Whoa! Thought I almost got spotted by a laser there. I might deactivate them individually. If I can. Nope, that doesn't look like I can. This one goes... Whoa. This one goes like this, and then it goes... nowhere. What about this one? This one goes that way and it goes in there. Oh. Alarm active. Security threat. Nope, get out. Oh. What's going on? Okay, it wasn't me. Unless it does link to this. That is possible. That deactivated all of it? Oh, that did deactivate this. Okay, we don't got much time. Searching for a brown envelope. Also want to try and get any info on them if I can. Now, more than likely, it's probably not... I don't even know if it's this person or not. We only got a few minutes, though, so we do gotta be careful. I don't have a code yet. Okay, this is where we get information on this person. Employee could be Jen Zhao or Sin Zhao. I'm probably butchering that name. All right, we don't know any. It could be Hannah Phillips as well. Female, average, short brown hair. Average build, though. Could be Hannah Phillips. Wait, we know Hannah Phillips. We know what she looks like. That's how we got all the info. We know what she looks like. We know... Yeah, because... Maybe. Hannah Phillips. Jen Zhao. Jen Zhao is also female. So that's the birth certificate. Actually, that doesn't help me. Whatever. And there's Hannah Phillips. So yeah, unfortunately, Zen Zhao, we don't have much. We don't know their build. We don't know much. We know that they live at 904. We know their workplace. It's at Gunzum's plant processing floor. Janitor. That's about all we know. How do we know that? Oh, this probably tells us. No, it doesn't. Interesting. Huh. Anyway. Alright, so it could be either one of these, but I'm pretty sure if it is, it's going to be this one. Said their partner was an enforcer, right? Yeah, partner's job is an enforcer, so it's probably not these people. But we did get info, which is good. 9363. Always like to check their safe. Nope, wrong code. It's probably this one. Okay, Zenzao. So we know what they look like now. What their passcode is. That's good. Alright, cool. What about the other one? What about Hannah? Log off. I don't think we know Hannah's code. We do know. It's probably... This is Hannah's code. The only thing I don't like about these codes is... Can't really read them. Is that 7417? It's a really hard code. 7417. Hopefully they'll fix that in the future. Or you can, some of the notes you can translate over to just straight printed text. What was the code again? 74. I'm guessing that's either a 4 or a 9. So 7417. 7417. Okay, that was it. All right, and now we know. Yep, 7417. We know the telephone number. So yeah, and she had black hair, long black hair, blue eyes, large build. So definitely not it. All right, so okay, that might have been a neighbor. Yeah, I don't think I need. Did I open this? I did not. 7417. Okay. We can even get fingerprints. Anna Phillips. Anna Phillips. Type DL, that's probably hers. Hannah Phillips. Or not Hannah Phillips, but... Oh, we already looked. Okay, we're gonna leave, because this is the wrong... Oh crap, we left the lights on? Turn off any lights that we turned on. Maybe it doesn't look like we touched anything. This is... Oh! That was very close. Ah. Alright, let's get out of here. Is the security's back on? Or I locked their door. Okay. Let's see who this is. Hello there. So you got long brown hair and average build. Let's see if we can get a name. I'll pay you a bit of money. Luis Rocks. So, yep, and can I get some fingerprints? Hell no. Damn it. Alright, that's pretty much it. Oh, I think that person just got home. Short brown hair. Yeah, that person just got home. So we have to break in when they're either not here or when they're asleep. What's the time? Oop. 1945, so that's 9:45, right? 20 is 10, 21 is 11, 22. No, that ain't right. That's way earlier. It's like 7? 9, 8, 7. So yeah, 7:45. Okay, so people are going to be well awake for a long time. I could pay them to let me take a look around. Okay, somebody's coming to answer the door. I didn't knock very loud, so they're definitely still awake. Long brown hair, not short brown hair. With a large build. So we already know you. Your address is 104 Stone Heights. You don't even live here. But you're a janitor. Short blonde hair, skinny build. I want to talk to you. Hold on, I need to put these people away that don't pertain to the case. That way I don't get confused. Okay, so yeah, there's nothing else on our board here. Talk to him. Do we know the name of this? Oh, we do. Can I come, or hold on, let's, could you provide, like, a give you anything? I would like a guest pass. Can I come in and take a look around? No, get out of here. Let me slip you a 50. Not a chance. Okay. How about 100? I don't let people. Okay, 200. My final offer. Okay, so this might be the place. They might know they have stolen property. Bye. Just close your door in your own face. So we either have to wait for them to go to work, or we have to wait for them to go to sleep. Michelle Walsh. Oh, this is the person we talked to before. Can I come in and take a look? Why the hell would I let you in? Because I have money, that's why. Okay. No one wants to take me up on my offer. I'll offer you 100. Okay. These people are... They'd be like me. Not a chance, okay. Gotcha. And then the last place we can check... Did we ask these people? Oh, security came back online. Okay, so definitely not gonna let us in. Talk to. Oh, your lights are off. You might have been asleep. You might be going to sleep. Don't get out of here. Man, nobody wants to let us in, huh? Oh, sure, I don't mind. She let us in. Mind if I turn on all your lights? Why do you have this wallpaper? What kind of person are you? Just gonna come in and take a look around. You probably don't have it, but I want to find out info on you anyway. 1578. See, I can read that. Do you have a safe? Probably not. A business card. So she's the head of HR. There. So that's this person. Oh wait, I didn't want to. Actually, don't want to pin that specifically. I want this. There we go. That's what I wanted. Pin that. So there's Louis Rocks. Possibility. So it looks like she might be the only person living here. It's a suites. Rocks. There's a bank statements. There's her birth certificate. Okay, so she's the only one living here. Do you have a computer I can look at? What was the code? I've already forgotten the code. Oh. Just walk around in here. 1578. 1578. Oh, there's a key. See, my guy has a thing about keys. Anything? No, nothing in your safe that we want. Okay, profile. These rocks, so we got their phone number as well. So this is not the person we're looking for. Looking for short brown hair with a large build, and that's definitely not it. Okay, I'm gonna go log off. I wonder if I'm in her house if she'll provide prints for me. Hey, you. Do you know this person? That's me! That's me! What's the deal? Imagine you like a cop walks up to you, right? Up to your house, knocks on your door, you answer the door, and it's like, yeah, we got this missing persons case or whatever they say, and they just show you a picture of you with all your information. Be like, yeah, we're looking for this person. Do you know them? And you just like, no, no, officer, I don't. Okay, she won't provide me prints. I could probably get her prints. Probably like off of the. Yeah, she's type DM. Okay. Yeah, that's about all I needed. I am thirsty. Synthetic milk. Okay. Return. Yeah, you don't want to. I'm going to dispose of this in your trash can. You cooking? Just searching your trash just real quick. I'm just going to drop that milk. Yeah, that milk is pretty darn nasty, but it'll work. Oh, let me check your address book. That doesn't give us anything, does it? Oh yeah. We can go ahead and unpin you, because it's definitely not you. So it's not 902 or 904. So it's either 903 or 901. We can pick the lock to see if they're asleep. I doubt they're asleep, though. I doubt either one of these are asleep. What's in here? Ah. Oh, no. Sorry. Oh, there's nobody. I don't know why it pinged them people. Yeah, they're inside their house. Oh, you're brushing their teeth. Sheesh. Oh, not supposed to be in there. Oh, she's locking the door. That's fine. You lock the... She was just about to leave, too. Ah. Yeah, alright. I want lead into this area. She won't leave either. Oh, wait, what? Did you just duplicate the citizen? Evening. Oh, she's leaving. Okay, no security. That's a sharpener. And this computer's logged in too, which is okay. Thought I was gonna get caught here for a second. Is that advertisement? Nothing I want. Oh, candy bar. What are these? Blueprints! I don't think you can get blueprints any other way but other than stealing them. I've never seen them. Take? He didn't end up in here. Interesting. Oh, a key. MacArthur management. We can get information on all the tenants here, so we can know exactly who it is possibly. So we're looking for short brown hair, large build. Could be this person, 901. Not her. Would you consider this short? 803. No, we're looking for 9th floor residents. Basement. 03. 1001. 002. 002. 902. That's the one we entered. 504. 402. Paige Elliott. Oh, this is an employee record. Okay. And then this person. Oh, I logged it out. I'm an idiot. So yeah, we don't need it. We don't know either codes, and it's definitely not on a board or anything in here. Unfortunate, because I left click to interact with things like a normal person, and that turns off the computer. So I'm gonna blame the game for that one. This person's brushing their teeth. They might be going to bed soon. So yeah, nobody. This is not all the residents, definitely not. It's just the ones this person is in charge of. So it could be this person. Garrett Mayo. And he lives in 901. He has a large build and short brown hair. So that's definitely the person. I'm pretty sure that's the person. Yeah, we can unpin their personnel file because we have their identity right here. Yep. Large build, short brown hair. 901. So 901 is definitely going to be the one we're going to be breaking into. Yeah, that stupid logging out, so 901. So it's definitely this person. They were definitely going to bed very soon. This might be a good lockpick. I'm not doing nothing. The camera's gonna spot me. I was just checking the door handle. It looked a little loose. That person has a little... Wait a minute. What the heck? Did you see that? Oh, that's the person that lives there. Hold on, I want to get your name. Come here. She's like, I just got home. And then... What? Why don't you tell me how it is? Open the door. You just went in there. Please open up. You gotta stop, it's bad for you. Okay. Yeah, I'm probably gonna break my hand on your door. Unfortunately. Oh. They're brushing their teeth again. Oh yeah, they're definitely still awake in there. Alright, we'll close the door. Unfortunate. Wish I could find an employee code. So this is an employee contract with Ricky MacArthur. Oh, that's the only paper there. So definitely no notes or anything, right? Oh, wait. Oh, I thought I saw a note underneath that. Well, I did see a note, just not the right one. Like I said, there's... I hear sleeping. I'm not crouching. I'm not crouching, you're crouching. Yes. Definitely hear sleeping in here. Look at this, a note right off the bat. Michelle Walsh. This is where Michelle Walsh lives. Oh, that's her work roster. So, 6 a.m. So hopefully it should be good. For at least a little while. Oh, crap! I thought they were sleeping. I heard sleeping. No, go away. Leave me alone. Quick, press key. 12th floor. Go. Did they just run into somebody else's apartment? Wait, there's been a murder on the 12th floor? I didn't get informed about this murder. More about me. 502 Bishop. New murder case. This might have been a previous murder case. Dang it, oh that sucks. Don't worry, we'll work on that in a second. It's like I heard sleeping, so I thought they were sleeping. And now they have locked the door again. Can't hear over the music now. Just make sure that I got that setting. Yeah, I do have it off, okay. Just to make sure. Just making absolutely sure. The only problem with lockpicking this one is it takes too long. Oh, fuck. Knocked on the door. Maybe I'll just pay them to take a look around. Maybe they forgot. Oh, she's very pissed off at me. Okay, she accepted. Alright. Finally, for 400 though. Oof. Yeah, this is the person that's sleeping. Oh, so he doesn't know. Count backwards from 4. Oop. Okay, so he works... Oh, this is the new murder case. Pin that. Oh, the theft. Alright, so he works here. So we can look there. What was his code? Count backwards from 4. So 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, he doesn't have an envelope in there. There it is. Oh, he got up. I should turn off the lights. Oh, before I steal that. There. Yeah, that definitely was her that she was fighting off. Okay, take it. I destroy the item by throwing it into the sea. Just 1 second. Yep. So their partner was an enforcer. Okay. We took their key. What's her code? 2363. Did she just turn off the computer? 2363. Let's take that. Oops. I'm just using the computer. Okay. Michelle Walsh. I've got all your guys' info. How you doing? Yeah, don't worry about me. I'm just getting all your info. We're doing work rotation as well. Hope she was in here brushing her teeth. Okay. That should be everything I need, right? And I can try and grab their fingerprints. So DO and DP. Alright, gotcha. Alright, let's head over to that new murder case then. While we throw out the item. Grab ourselves something to drink too. That's synthetic stuff just makes your character sick. I mean, understandable, but it's a harsh world out there. Document. Destroy the item by throwing it into the sea. So this theft, resolve. About to hand in. .404 Stone Heights. Stone Heights ain't too bad actually. 404. Open the door! Just beating down their door, man. Like, okay, okay. Talk to. Evening, what's your name? Okay, I'll give you $50. Amelia Gruber. Alright, now wait a minute. Plot to hand in. Oh, do I slide it underneath their door? Something. Hand in case. Case submitted for processing. Oh, I got their name, so yeah, it's that. Hey. Perfect case. I think that says solved. Alright, so F. We're gonna go ahead and archive it, close the case, confirm, new murder case. 502 Bishop. City Hall first. Social credit level up to 6. Wish I could just click on those. Get form. Map. Where's City Hall? There's City Hall, so take a left, and it's on your right. Oh, I need to go in and eat and drink as well. Oop. Dang it! That's not what I was trying to do. Sorry, I was trying to drink it and I just threw it on the floor. Dispose of. I'd like to buy something. Okay. Let's try not to throw it on the floor this time. There, now I'm no longer hungry. Okay. Now we will go to City Hall. Grab us a new case file and whatnot. The Worker Reaper. Okay. 502. Bishop building. So that's a B. Still not there. Yeah, sometimes they aren't labeled in the city thing, but so you have to just go over here, go over to the map. Be nice if they were like written across their lobbies. Once you've discovered it, of course. Key new projects. Swan Heights. That's where we live. Bishop building ground floor. Ground floor lobby. Plot route. Okay, we already know our objectives. Arrest the killer. Give it evidence. Where's the killer live and what's the murder weapon? Oh wait, this is Bishop building? Right, Bishop building 502. Up we go. Wonder how hard this case is gonna be. Oh, these are individual floors. So 502 isn't here. It's just 401 and 402. Dang it. So that means we have to go to the other side of the building. So you have to go over here. Over to this, and then go up to the 5th floor. Yeah, see, 301, 402. What is this numbering? 502. There we go. Okay, is he gonna see us going in? Please move along. He didn't see a thing. All right. First things first. We got our work rotation. Our first note. So we've got two different people there. We got Nemi Sane, and we've got this person. So we already know who Nemi Sane is, and we've got Demel Pulp. I don't know. We're gonna unpin that. So it could be either one of them. There's blood all over the bed. This drawer is open. So Nemi Sane 2211. I'm gonna pin that note for now. I'll have to come back here. So 2211. Danielle, remember your passcode this time. Your passcode is Nemi's birth year. Interesting. So Nemi's birth year. So this ties to this one. This one also ties to her, 2211. But she wasn't definitely wasn't born then. Got a business card. Danielle Pope works at Cobalt. That's where she works. Oh, there's the person wigging out. Wait, is that that's an employment contract. So Cobalt. Yep. Danielle Pope works there. So we can unpin this now. We know where they work. We have a location. All right. Sane works at Navy and Associates. That's why we know this person. That's why we know Nemi Sane, because they work at Nemi and Associates. So. Navy and Associates, not Nemi. Whatever. So that's where they work, and that's where they work. This is tenancy agreements. Birth certificate. So 1923 and 1955 is that other code. 1923? No. 2211. There we go. Completely empty safe. Alright, what do we got for fingerprints? We got Nemi Sane's fingerprints. Not very many fingerprints. They must. The new something. The new what? The new. No, that doesn't help. What the heck? So this must be whatever bishop or whatever the take print. Oh, it's hard. Oh, it's hard. Oh, hey, we got it. Because they died in such a weird way. Alright, so now we know what the print is. Search this person. A bullet wound, so 8 or 9 mil. With a pistol or a revolver. So it is Nemi Sane. So Nemi Sane did get shot. Is that it? So 8 or 9 mil. So it could be either. We just don't know. Okay. Handcuffs. And we'll buy our own. So the new something. That's definitely Nemi Sane's fingerprints. Sane. There's also a weird lantern down here. Size 6 boots. So the killer didn't leave anyone here. DQ. Probably Danielle Pope Purse. Inspect. Or take the key. Okay, so we now know what they look like. And we know where they live. Don't know their fingerprints though, but I'm pretty sure it's that other. And no murder weapon, so we don't got any leads yet. 2211. So this is Nemi Sane 2211. Did they get any special emails? Fair quotes daily. Control. Lunch date. Head office. Oh, probably not what we're looking for. Binder. Request for your help. Sync disk. So probably not either of them or any of that. So what was the code? 1930, 1923? Is that 1932? No. Nemi's birth year, 1955. 1955. Now we got even more info on her. Nice. Right, did she get anything special? Your reservation from unknown. Dear customer, is delayed to confirm your Glover reservation at Glover Parade Cafe. We're looking forward to welcoming you. So possible meeting at Glover Parade Cafe. I'm sorry, Danielle. There, I said it again. Cut me some slack. Darcy Mayer. Finder. Who the heck is Darcy Mayer? Oh, I can't. Why can't I print? It's a weird. So Darcy Mayer could possibly be a potential lead. Just a weird email, but there's nothing else here. And then reservation. Like I said, this could be another lead. They made a reservation to Glover Parade Cafe. It just says from unknown to Esther Harmony. What? That's a weird email to receive. To Esther Harmon. That might be a spam email, like a... I don't know. Log off, okay. I'm not going to get any more info here. There might be some more info writing on the board back there. But I can't pick this up, so hopefully it's nothing important. Yeah, strange. There's nothing... There's no prints. DR. We got DR and DQ all over this print. There's a toy car here with DR. And we're not going to know the prints until we go to the workplace, so... Her prints, DQ is probably this person. Yeah, we got 3 sets of prints here. DQ, that is definitely her print. The Nemi Sane. So we don't know who this is. Then, still don't know who this is. Inspect. This is Nemi Sane when I go to inspect him. Wait, what am I inspecting, by the way? Yeah, I'm inspecting the cadaver. That's Nemi Sane. Yeah. It's Nemi Sane. Nemi Sane's been shot. So why does this say... Yeah, whatever. What size of shoe do you wear? Size 8, that's probably us. DQ. Inspect boot. Size 6, okay. So the boots... And then... Size 5 heels. Surely the killer would... Oh, hello! Revolver cartridges. So we definitely know it was a revolver. No prints on any of the any of the bullets? No. Let me see. It's a matchbook. DQ again. Sometimes that bugs out. So I wonder who DR is then. Oh wait, we need to go and get that print. I always forget. We have no clue either. Where's that DR? Inspect. So we found this on a toy car. Place that down here. So that's linked to that. We found that on a toy car, which is strange. Why there'd be a DR as well. And then, where's the DQ? One of the DQ prints. DQ, this is probably linked to this person here. I'm actually fairly sure of that. I've been wrong before. I could be wrong again. I saw a footprint in here. Size 8. I didn't come in this closet. That sounds very dirty as well. No footprints. Got that. What's this? What is this? It's a matchbook. It's a matchbook. Man, they love their matchbooks. I silenced Lazarus 5. Isn't Lazarus a revolver? I think so. A DQ. There was a DQ found, or there was a revolver found here. But is a Lazarus 5 a revolver? We should just, honestly, just to make it easy, Lazarus 5. That had her prints on it, so that's probably her gun. But does it tell me what the Lazarus 5 uses? Low caliber 8mm ammunition. And the information on this is 9x32. Okay, so that's not the gun then. Alright, so we can unpin that. That uses 8mm. And 9x32 is the spent cartridges on the floor, so I'm fairly sure that's not that. Ah, here we go. Perfect Prince Brewhouse. That could be another potential lead. Put that up here. Alcohol. Dang, they love to drink. Prisoner Restaurant. So they were also there as well. A tax record for Basement 1 Menage Terrace. It's another potential. I gotta take a bath. Searching through their trash. So we got quite a few possible leads here. Looked at both the work orders. Nothing special in the fridge. Anything. Seeing if there was another possible gun. Nothing there. Skimmed milk. Or skimmed milk. Not skimmed. So it definitely wasn't that. Okay. And now I will look at I will pin their address book. Is there anything special about these names? Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea. doesn't look like there's anything else here. She works at Cobalt Partners. Oh, we already did pin that. Okay. She works at Cobalt Partners. She works at Navy and Associates. So it could be. So basically, what we're looking for then is somebody that owns a revolver that has them prints, and it could be a coworker. I mean, it does the worker reaper name of this, the name of this murder case could be also a clue. Now that car is very strange. That toy car. They left a toy car here. They also left a lamp. There's no prints on it though. Oh wait. Oh, her prints are on it. Weird. But like I said, we also got this new, and we don't know what this fingerprint is. And DQ, I'm pretty sure, is, what's her name? Is Pope. Because we also found it all over this weapon too, but this weapon is not, well, it's not a 9mm. Or 9x32, or whatever they call it. Like I said, I don't know my guns amazingly well, so, yeah, you'll have to forgive me. Just a little bit, anyway. What's that? Straight razor. Yeah, I'm not seeing any other weapons now, so I'm pretty sure. Wow, those are some crazy boots. Pretty sure, and I'm pretty sure I know who this is because when I go to inspect them, it's not coming up. But when I go to inspect them, it's coming up as Nemi Saint. So Nemi Saint is dead. Unfortunately, normally when you hover over them, I thought it said a name, but. Oh, that's not good. Crap. Ah! Good shot. Run, buddy, run! I think I got bruised from that. Like I got like a... Let me out. Woo! Ooh, buddy. I didn't. I think I'm bruised, is what it said. So I could go ahead and use this, I think. Bandage? Nope. That was a waste of a bandage. Oh, maybe the bandage is only for bleeding. It had the same symbol, so I thought. But, so what we can do is we can go back to our own house here. So we can take a shower. I have a feeling this might be a long case as well. This might be one of them cases where it's just, there's going to be a lot of dead ends. A lot of dead end leads that... It's just, it's going to be interesting. We'll see. I also like how there's only one hot. There's only one shower setting, which is hot. Or cold. And it just alludes you to the fact that it might be hot. Okay. Oop. Throw down a quick save real quick. Okay. Yes. So we are now saved up. Ready to go. A bit, like I said, a little bit bruised. Not anything worse. Though. So which lead do we want to follow? We need to find this lead here, DR. We definitely want to follow a place of work. That's a pretty common thing. So we've already been to Navy and Associates. Um, so let's go to, oh wait. Let's go to Cobalt and Sons and see if there's anything there matching. Oh. I forget sometimes this stuff just doesn't want to load in. So 9th floor, Fremont Deluxe. Up we go. So what time is it? It's 2 in the morning. So there shouldn't be anybody here, which is good news for us. Where's the security? I think I've already... No, I haven't done this box. Oop. Okay. Security has been disabled. So Cobalt and Partners, okay. So their security is either going to be in a side room over here, or it's going to be in that room there. So this ain't going to be fun. Also, we got that person in the bathroom, so hopefully... so luckily this is just a laser as well. Right, and no cameras, which is good. Okay, so it's more than likely it's in that room. I'm going to search... once this laser moves, we're going to search this desk, and hopefully there's a code. There's no code. And if I use that for more than a few seconds, I'm going to get spotted by that laser. Okay, so there's some codes in there. In that room. Which is a regular room, so we'll have to lockpick it. So that's going to go right through the door, right through that window. So we almost have to get it when it's aiming over here in order to get enough time. Go. Okay, close it. I saw a note in here. Inspect. So 6936. Yeah, 6936, okay. So that's the code to the door. Alright, so we have to wait for it to return to its side. So... oh crap, and there's a camera in here. Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap. Alright. So there was a camera in that room immediately. There's a breaker box though. There we go. Okay, hide underneath the camera. We might have to disable this one. Yeah, we're gonna have to sabotage this one. Unfortunately, we have to do this because we're not gonna get enough time to pick the lock and turn off all the security systems before this camera spots us. Plus, it just makes things way easier. I'll waste the lockpick so I can get the money. Okay, that should be the entire security system disabled in the entire area. Good. Everything's been disabled. Okay. So first things first, I'm going to check this computer out. Okay, Lucia, so LU. I'm going to check the employee database. LU. And this will give us a fingerprint as well. So DS. So DS, that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for DR. I always like to do that kind of stuff. We do got to keep an eye on this as well. Can't be getting caught out. Okay, so DQ, this is, so that it was her prints, right there, which is nice. So we know her prints. And now if we go over to F, yep, that is her print, DQ. So we were right. All right, DT, DS right here. Or no, DR, sorry. Sorry about that. We just looked at that. That's why I get confused. So DR, DU, DV, DW, DX, DY. Okay, so it's not going to be that easy. That's fine though. So Daniel Pope. So I'm just going to put PO into the computer over here. Alright, and NA as well. So PO. Print. You'll get a little more information off of these too. So. And NA. That's who's logged into this computer. Just get all of their employee records. Since this is the dead end, pretty much. So, EA. Oh, we can do a few different ones, so we can do Dallas. We could do Darcy. Oops. Darcy. Darcy. And Charlotte. Again, I keep doing that. And Charlotte. I don't know what I just clicked there, but hopefully it wasn't anything important. Let me reprint that. I want to see. So what is this? Oh, directly pinned on the caseboard. More actions may be available while you're interacting with the director. Okay, never mind. So Charlotte. Okay. So, all right. So we already got this person. Darcy Meyer, so DA. Okay, we already got Darcy Meyer. LE. So LE. We could do Nicole too. So Alexia and Nicole. So we got Charlotte already. We just got Nicole. And I think we have Natasha as well. And A. Pretty sure. Pretty sure we just got Natasha. Yeah. We'll print it anyway, just to make sure, but pretty sure. Yeah, Natasha. Okay. Alright, so code 6936. 6936. What's this? I always check through all these paper stacks, even though don't look like there's anything. Just in case. Get some diamonds. I'm not interested in your loot. I'm just interested in info. So yeah, nobody here as far as I can tell. It's a secret envelope. I'll leave that there. Just looking at all the computers. Sometimes you'll get a little extra info on these. Why did they just got paper stacks with nothing on them? Okay, nobody there. This is why you never stay logged in. Because I can get all your info just by looking at it. Information there. No new information there. No new information there. I think what we're getting is like passcodes and possibly addresses as well. If we don't already have it. Okay. It's just one more quick thing. I just want to check drawers. Sometimes you'll find little stuff, say like hairpins. A lot of hairpins. I guess there are quite a few people here with long hair. Oh, what's this? Business card. Darcy Meyer. Yeah, we already know. That is okay though. Whoa, you have a huge stack of potential info. These are employment contracts. Get some new info there. Wait, so we know Darcy Meyer works here as well. So we know Darcy Meyer works there. That's the that's one potential lead. So we can take her off of our list. Because she was in one of the emails, that's why we put her there. Well, we could take her off our list because her fingerprints don't match the extra fingerprints that were on that car. So now we just got to get Mr. Norman, because he was also in the thing. Who's logged into where? We need to find where Bishop is logged into. Darcy Meyer. Darcy Meyer's like logged into every computer, damn near. Why? Ah, here we go. Okay. So let's look at your V-mails here. Because pest control, yeah. See, Darcy Meyer said, "I'm sorry." There, I said it again. You can't. Can't you cut me some slack? Okay, so nobody here, I'm pretty sure. So what about Darcy Meyer then? Did she get any crazy emails? Oh, they were sending each other. So to Daniel Pope from Darcy Fire. To Natasha. What's she sending all these sorries for? Very suspicious. Might put her back on my list of potential suspects because she's saying sorry to everyone. Even though, yeah, her fingerprints were not at the crime scene, but if she owns a revolver, that could potentially put her at risk of being a suspect. I think we're pretty much done here. I think that's all the info we're going to get. So we're going to go ahead and exit. We're going to break into Revenue Tree Incorporated. Why? I have no clue. We're going to do it. That was the other security system engaging. I'm going to disable this one real quick. Alright, so theirs is... Oh, theirs is linked to this system too. To set off the alarm. Alright, so theirs is probably... Oh, the camera was able to spot us. The breaker box is probably in that room. It's either in that room or it's in this room. It's got 2 laser grids though, which is crazy. We could potentially run, hopefully, and hoping the door is unlocked, which it is. Okay, and here's the security. This is perfect. Okay, that just disabled all their security. Alright, good. Now we gotta find a pinned note somewhere. Oh, we got photos here. Not that those really truly matter. 1947. 1947. So VI. DZ. And now we're getting into the E's. EA. And there is no cameras in here, which is good. We need to keep an eye on this though. What's this? Pistol ammunition. That's suspicious. For a workplace. Who's this? So Derek Hudson, so DA. Oh, this is the same person, is it? employee records. Oh, they got two secret envelopes. So where's their employee records at? Interesting. Oh, in here? No. You'd think they'd be in the big office. Oh, I thought that said pistol stool. I was gonna say, wait, what? Now, where is their employee records at? They're not in here. It's like every business has employee records. And they're usually in these big triple stack. There's nothing there. It's a very strange office. It like does a loop. It's gotta be in here somewhere. It's not. Strange. Never had one like this before that it didn't have true employee records. They definitely don't have stores. That is a strange one. Unless they have an office out here with the employee records in it. Yeah, you would think so. Put down. I've never had one like this where they didn't have true employee records. Let's just hope people are logged in, I guess. Try to get as much as we can. So, Wiki. Wow, what a name. Wiki Maho! Wiki M. So, EC. Well, what's this? Paper stack. At least we can get all of the names for this. I just want to grab all the info first. And at least we'll get fingerprints. AN. So we got a beer as well. A beer. Oh, I have to get up each time. So DA, David. We got David and Derek. Hang Fang. What a name. HE. And VI. We already got David, I think. Maybe move it up. Yeah, we already got him. Now Derek. LA. Okay, next. Nobody there. I will just. So it isn't anybody working here that I can suspect. We're just going to take a look at all of their profiles. If everybody's logged in, like they should be. Or like they shouldn't be, actually. Oh, crap. That was too close. That was way too close. Nope, that one's off. So it don't matter. Oh, I turned that one off. Oh well. I haven't checked these yet. Okay. I checked the profile of this one, didn't I? Yes, I did. Yep, no employee records, unfortunately. And I think we have screen will be like this if we've looked at it. Okay, that's everybody here in the building. We successfully avoided both cameras. Okay, so that was pretty much a dead end, but we did get a lot of info out of it, so, you know, there's that. I always like getting info because that's the name of the game. So Esther Hammond. Why did I have? Oh, I have them pinned because of an email. Because of a weird email. Let's go down to the ground floor. Maybe we'll find out where this person lives. Or we could potentially go to one of those other places that they had receipts for. Yeah, I suppose that's also possible. So do they know an Ether? Ether Harmond. No, they don't even know an Ether Harmond. That's what's weird. Like, they got an email from a person that they don't even know, which is what I find strange. And it could be just it was an accidental generation thing, but I have a feeling it's a clue. It's a clue, prisoner clue, a killer clue. Killer clue, man. I know all the cat one anyway. Talk to him. I'd like to buy something. I am hungry and thirsty. It's like my coffee. Coffee. Okay, try not to throw it this time. Just drink it. And then talk to you again. I'd like to buy something. Let me get a cheeseburger. And that guest pass is still bugged out on our thing there. The guest passes do bug out sometimes. It seems to bug out um, when you have a guest pass and you save and reload. That's where it bugs out. Alright, so Esther Hammond, so it's going to be H. Or Harmon. Oops. Okay, that's not how it works. Esther Harmon. So we know where you live. Alright, that's 17th floor. Dang. You live in one of the nice apartments. Or that building there. I just want to investigate this lead real quick. It's just such a strange one that you would get an email that was for somebody else on your email or in your email list from an unknown. So either the game messed up or the killer messed up, maybe. But also that sorry email is definitely also suspicious. So which one? This one? Okay, so somebody does live here. Might pay him to take a look around. If it is the killer, they won't let us in no matter what. Evening, what's your name? Mr. Hammond, what's it to you? No reason. Can you provide fingerprints? Well, we got their fingerprints. Alright. So we got their fingerprints. Mr. Hammond. EH. Okay, so it wasn't Esther Hammond. I like how Esther Harmon, or Esther Harmon. EH is their fingerprint. That's perfect. I don't think you could ever get that to happen again. That's like the most perfect scenario. Okay, so it's definitely not them because they got EH, but we can still look into it because the email still is suspicious. Hey, come in. You're welcome to. Come in. Come on in. Oh, this person's really nice. Sure. Thank you for letting me in. What's your fingerprint? Who are you? What's your name? I'm not telling you. Oh, I'm gonna pay you. Victoria Nilsson. Alright, Victoria Nilsson. Fingerprints? Not a chance. So EI, that's probably their fingerprint. Yeah, EI, definitely their fingerprint. But we can find out info about them. They got a file box with no files in it. That's no good. So VN 3527. 3527. Try this code here. Oh. Uh, 0786. 0786. Okay, so whose safe is it then? 786. Okay, that automatically put it in. Oh, they have an employee database. So Harmon, Nelson. Neither of them. They have an employee database with that's got to be a bug. Okay. Yeah, they have a decent apartment here. Alright, so yours is 3527. Oh, I need to look at their email. Quick. Your reservation from unknown. Glover Parade Cafe. I need to... God. Why are you getting these emails? It's so weird. Wait, Weasley Ivory? What? So this is the unknown person that's sending out these emails. So that's another potential lead there. I think that's a bug that it just gave me that. I don't think I'm supposed to know. Yeah, look at that. Look. Look at the what? Yeah, this person, Kindest Harmon. Okay. This person is sending emails like crazy. Daniel Nelson. That's the unknown? Yeah, I think that's a bug. It's supposed to say, either it's supposed to say from, so that's from Daniel Nelson. So these are the emails they've been getting. Nelson. I'm just gonna, I don't know if this is a bug or not, or what's going on. From K Frey. This is a very strange thing. Apparently I've been there before because I know who they are. Either that or, like I said, it's bugged. Yeah, definitely. I even know their fingerprints, so. Okay, that's the same one. All these reservations. I'm just wasting all their printing paper. Just look at all that. That's crazy, huh? So it's all from this dude, pretty much. Daniel Nelson. Or Weasley Ivory. Look how many emails there is for that reservation. I think that this might be a bug, definitely. Can't be intended gameplay. This is absolutely nuts. Weasley Ivory as well. Alright. We're just gonna leave that alone, because that's not... I don't think that's working as intended. Oh look, they do have employee files. Employment contract. Esther Harmon. Oh, they work there. Okay, this person works there. Wait, what's this? 1703. Oh, that's where they live, of course. Oh, so they're... Yeah, Victoria Nilsson and I. Oh, this is where they're keeping there. So Nilsson, not Nelson. Just real quick. Set. Play database. Okay, so now we have her prints as well. Okay, well. What was her code? 3527. Wrong one. Oops. Oops. Need the email. Yeah, your reservation. To Nakoma from unknown. Oh, so they're sending out the emails. Are they scam artists? Or spam artists, maybe? Yeah, they're like sending out weird... Just turned off the lights on me. Keys. Oh. Put down. Okay, there, it's settled. Alright. Okay. What's in here? Yeah, they do have a very big house. Look how big this house is. It's insane. What else do we got over here? Oh, that's a shopping list. Oh look, they just moved in or they're moving out. Work rotations. We don't need to know anything else. Good evening. Turns off the lights. Alright, I'm out of here. Alright, see you guys later. It's definitely not what I was looking for, so that's a dead end. But it's just strange that there's that many emails tied to that. So we could go where they work. That's a potential lead. But I want to explore these actual potential leads here. Perfect Prince Brewhouse. That's definitely not this, right? No. So Perfect Prince Brewhouse. That's where they went. Could ask around and see if they saw that person. It's somebody else, maybe? Oh, they look on the 17th floor. What am I doing? Yeah, we'll just call the elevator here. It's literally right there. But yeah, they live on the 17th floor. We'd be going down these stairs for a while. Okay. Also gonna... turn off this. The hot part of the day is over. Time to turn off the AC. Finally got some ACs installed and stuff. That way my PC doesn't fry itself like it did last summer. Okay, so they're not open right now. But there is a building we could get in. Let's hope nobody walks by. Okay, there's probably a camera in here. Yes. Can I lockpick? Oh, I've already been... Wait a minute, I've already been here. Yeah, I've already been here. Oh, balls. 8280. It's like, yeah, I've already been here. Apparently I wasn't here very long to get all the info. Either that or the info repeats sometimes. We can go ahead and close that. We don't need that. There's another note here. Starch and rye, starch and rye. What that even means. Yeah, 8280. Said I think I've already been here. Inside this bar. Don't they have a thing with all the people on it? A board? Maybe not. Well, we could still get fingerprints and such, I guess. So AT, AU, AV, AX, AY, and AZ. Okay. I think I just started doing this. This might have been really early. So AN. Oh, there's like 4 people on here. It says I'm acquiring new info somehow. So Leon as well. So Annabelle, Leon. Kendra. He's a retail owner. And D'Angelo. So Annabelle, Leon, D'Angelo. Oops. We got Leon. Got that person. So J.I. C.A. If only I had a photographic memory like this, man. Here we got D'Angelo. Z.A. Zarita Vasquez. Oh crap. So S.A. Oof. Should have been paying more attention. Okay. Alright. Just turn that off for now. Close that. Close that. Definitely not here. Okay, so that one. Perfect Prince Brew House. We can untag that. Alright, what else we got? So basement. Owen. Ash Terrace. was something that was set up there. I don't know if it was some kind of meeting or... I don't remember. I forget really easy. So here. Somebody's coming to answer the door. Sigh. Just hold on 2 seconds. Oh. Unknown citizen. Evening, what's your name? I'm not telling you. Okay. Do you know this person? Nothing to do with you. Do you know this person? Nothing to do with you. Do you know this person? Nothing. None of your business. I will arrest you with my non-handcuffs. You got something going on here, buddy. Got any spare change? Sure. Anything to help. What if I can ask him again? Take it. Oh, you can't ask him again. Can I come in and take a look around? Because I'm a PI. That's why. I will pay you 200 or 100 to come in. No, get out of here. I'll pay you 200 to come in. Okay, I suppose so. Alright, we got a guest pass. Sweet. Why is it so dark in here? So weird. Oh, this is shopping list. That was weird. So you're a street stall vendor. Okay, so we know that. You probably don't even own a computer, do you? You got little models. That's cute. Did it say? Oh, it said. I thought it said hang up. I was just like, what? Alright, let's get out the fingerprint scanner. EJ. So it's definitely not you. Unless you got a second set of prints here. Oh, definitely there. Okay. Employment contract. I love how you work and live. You live here and work here as well. Alright, so we know that. What was that? Let's see. Overseas transfers. Oh, you got scammed. Possibly. You don't have any guns on there, so. Oh, there's a wallet. Inspect. Take your key. What's this? What is this? Oh, credit card. Oh crap, I just took your credit card. I don't want your credit card. Alright, so at least we know you. I just took your credit card. I don't want it. Get it out of my inventory. I just wanted the key. My guy has a thing about keys. Sorry, I stole your credit card. If I could give it back to you, I definitely would. But the game won't let me give it back, so don't worry, I won't do anything with it. Okay, so that was potentially a dead end. I don't even know why I picked that in the first place. Oh, they went there at some point. They had a receipt from here. I don't know what they bought. about something, but it definitely wasn't. There's nobody there. Right, so they went to Prisoner Restaurant. That's another place they went to. Now this is becoming a tough case, huh? Starting to run into quite a lot of dead ends. Right, and Prisoner Restaurant is open 24/7, so and we know I don't know exactly where it's at, but I can find it. Okay. Yeah, I already know your name. I'm not giving you anything. I think I already know everybody that works here. I know all their prints and stuff. Um, do you know this person? None of your business. Why are people just such a pain in the ass? Sorry, that's personal. Okay, come on. You suck. How about you? I saw them somewhere around Fremont Deluxe. Okay. That's it. That's all you know? Do you know this person? What was her name? Oh, do I not have Neil Pope? I saw them somewhere around Fremont Deluxe. That's it. Okay, so you know nothing. Yeah, you know nothing. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know all these people. Yeah, and we know all their fingerprints too. Pretty sure. Yeah. And we know all their fingerprints as well, so. Is it your guys' break room? Very strange. Okay, well, that was useless. Yeah, they just had a receipt from there, but that's it. And we already know everybody that works there. I guess the last place I got is this one. The Glover Parade. Is that a restaurant or? Jeez. It just says cafe on it. Would have known that's what it was called. Have I already been here before? No, it would not. Actually, come back here. I'd like to buy something. Coffee, please. Delicious. Delish. What do we got here? Why would you put your dark code on one of the tables? 0786, okay. 0786. Okay. Yep, gas pass. We're so dark in these places. Okay. Alright, employee records. None there. Oh, we got a key. Nothing here. Mr. Harmon. So they're logged in here. Database. Print. There we go. So now EH in Isabel and EK. So that's the girl in the front already. Okay. Employee records, sorry. Oh, look at Z. So EL. Oh crap, we found a person with Z. One of the early ones. Whoops. Wrong button. And we already got Isabel, don't we? Now we'll print it again. Why not? Okay, yeah, that was that girl. Alright. Alright, MA. So EI. EN. We're still looking for DR. What was on that toy car? So EN. So, oh, Muhammad Emir. So MU. MU. Yeah, the map tried to come up. So EO, we're in the E category, yeah. So JU. Alright, who else we got? Just gather all the information. We already know Isabel. Oh. Mr. Harmon, okay. That's all the information we're going to be able to collect from this place, I think. There's a few different other people logged in here too, so if we log out, and we should know all their employee codes. So E. Olfson. No, we don't know their code. I thought this told their employee record told their code, but I guess not. Oh, it's the same person. Okay, well, we're pretty much done here then. Didn't find anything. Guess we have to, we might have to wait for them to murder somebody else. Oh, look at all the lockpicks and stuff. Look at that. There's just so many. Just hanging out underneath there. Taking all your hairpins and all your paper clips. The crap, dude. A lot of hairpins and paper clips. Anyway. I guess we're done here. Oh man, that sucks. Another kind of dead-end-ish. Like I said, we might just have to wait for them to murder somebody else. Who are you? Just went into your truck. Evening, what's your name? Nothing to do with you. I'll give you some money. What a name. Fingerprints? Not a chance. No. Later. So none of those places. Any other leads? So Weasley Ivory, but that was one of the, just like the email. We still don't know who this person is. Oh, Weasley Ivory. We could check the city directory. That's the last kind of lead we got, really. So Weasley's Jake, G-H-I. Okay. Guess her last name's Ivory. Very crazy. Oh, this is San Wu. The guest pass. So 11th floor. Hopefully they're like all going to work or something. It's like 10:15. Yeah, I think they're all like going to work. Oh, somebody's there, damn it. Damn you. That means I gotta probably gotta pay you to I get so many guest passes, it's crazy. Keep your nose out of my business. Pretty sure you're Ivory. I'll pay you 100. Okay, she really doesn't want us to know who she is, but I'm pretty sure I know who she is. Hell no. Okay. Can I come in and take a look around? I don't let people off the street into my home. Well, yeah, neither do I, but if I pay you money, not a chance. How about 100? Not a chance. How about 2? I don't. Okay. How about 4? I'll go 4. Okay, good. I know it's a lot to pay, but screw it. Got files in here, but nothing in those files. Bathroom. I'm hungry. Yeah, we got one person sleeping. They got a pipe and everything. This nice little place we got here. A cigar. Oh, so he works at minnow management. So, hey, Weasley Ivory. You finally got a thing on you. Also see a wallet too. So you're Raquel Beings. So you're like the significant other. I'd like to find out where you work. Yeah, she didn't see me. Okay. It says a Lazarus 5. Check the fingerprints on that. EP. Work rota. A lot of EP fingerprints. Weasley Ivory. A lot of EP fingerprints. EQ. So that's probably not it then. Unfortunate. That was one of our. I guess we can look at a Alamo management, but it's kind of one of our last lanes. She's a head chef somewhere. I'm still looking around the place. Work rotation, work rotation. The work ID. Raquel Billings, perfect. There's another. Oh, that's the name. I'm an idiot. Okay. Alright, so now we know she works at Perfect and he works there. So potential more businesses we can go and take a look at. You're sleeping the wrong way there. She's like, my husband does that. he's weird. He's weird like that. So 6826. 6826. Don't mind me. I'm just going to access your computer and all your emails. Okay, so that's this dude here. Pest control. Anything special? Nothing. About later. That's fine. Alright, now we'll find out the code for the other one. It's probably on this side. Don't mind me. 5071. Trying to get access to that drawer. 5071. Also got to go in here. What do you got? Any special emails? Nothing. Okay. Last thing to check. Billings. Juniper Award. I don't know what that is. Employment. Tenancy agreement. Tenancy agreement. Bank statements. Not interested. Birth certificates. Okay, so nothing that can help us out. Yeah, definitely not. Later. Okay, that gives us another potential place to go. We can go to Perfect. We go to Alamo Management. It's hard. Oh, computer manufacturing, or manufacturing processing floor. First floor. Yeah, that's usually like one of those where a bunch of people are entering and exiting the building at all hours of the day. So we might not even get access to that. At least not easily. Like I said, we might just have to wait for them to kill again and then hope we can... there you go. So... Vincent Suites ground floor lobby. Vincent Suites ground floor lobby. That's not good. Oh man, they're... oh. Crap. I can't get access to it until they open up the... I could probably hack the shutter. Oh crap. Icons. Who are you? Whoa, who are you? Who are you? Trespassing. Yeah, they left a toy car. DR. Inspect. CD. Oh. Have to inspect. Yeah, bullet wound. Which works at Portfolio Enterprises. Wait, that's the person we were just investigating, right? Take a residence key. Yeah, from a pistol or a revolver. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, that's all we're gonna get. I can't. Oh, still searching. Now this person here. I'm gonna brush their teeth. That person there was just at the crime scene. Let's check their door handle. ER, not DR. Right, DR. Yeah, DR. Inspect toy car. So another toy car. There's another DR. And they were shot too, which is really strange. There we go. So ER. This is probably not the person. But they were just like at their so ER advertisement. Or if they're gonna go to bed. Let's make sure. ER, ER. They sleeping. Wait for them to go to sleep. They're just standing there. There we go. Count backwards from 6. Sure, it's ER. Yep. What the heck? Oh, the whole building's on lockdown. I was wondering why I was getting chased. Just like all of a sudden. And the whole freaking building's on lockdown. Who's this? Stop. I didn't do it. It wasn't me. Leave me alone. This person's got a gun. I think. They're just walking around angry. Maybe once their mood changes, you can talk to. You can't talk to them while they're angry, which is strange. I mean, it is what it is. Oh crap! We didn't get. Did we even get anything from that? Limo management. Yeah, we didn't get anything from that murder, other than where the person works. This cop's just gonna hang out. You're just gonna hang out there? You didn't see anything. Oh, camera. Stupid camera. Get out of here. Can I sabotage this? Pick the lock. Oh, maybe I've already picked the lock. The person's still sleeping. Ah, fuck. Back to what I was doing here. I don't think we're gonna find out any more than that. Yeah, we already went through their files. So this person, yeah, there's definitely that toy car is definitely a clue. F. So portfolio enterprises, that's what we had. Alright, and that's where we're going. Oh, I'm still in search mode. So portfolio enterprises, I think we've been there before as well. I know, actually, I'm pretty sure, like fairly confident we've been to portfolio enterprises. Who does this fingerprint belong to? The thing is there was nothing else at that crime scene either. Wait, how did I get here? Also need some handcuffs too, while we're over here by the city hall. Oh, I already had handcuffs. That's fine. We'll have handcuffs for the next case then. Do you sell anything, like food-wise? Right. Okay. Get out of here. No, they don't even sell anything for food. It's like, man, does that suck a whole lot. We just walk in. Yeah, nothing written down. Whoa, what's this? How am I supposed to read that? The new G E R E R. The new. Crap. I can't read that game. Why are the lights so shitty in here? The new. I know that's a G, and that's definitely an E. The new GEA. Or is that. What would that be? Would that be an R? Or would that be an A? The new G. No, there's two E's there, so it's gotta be like. It's gotta be GE. I thought R for a second there, but G E something ER O T. Yeah, the new something. Or something new something. Like this person is murdering but leaving these. Run! I wasn't in there. The new G. Man, there's nothing I can come up with. G, 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 G. Let's go to the restaurant. I have an idea. So it's definitely G, E. What would that be? Because GAGI, so it's not GE there. Was it maybe like this? Is it definitely because at both crime scenes we have no idea. And that one was all smudged up. Like the hint. Like the business. Hmm. It was like GER or something like that. Oh. What? What would that be? GEN. Generation, the new generation claims another. Generational shooter. The new generation. So that's what it was. It was new generation. That's what the toy car symbolizes then. What does it mean? I'm hiding. A horrifying sight. A local was found brutally shot to death with a pistol or revolver. Infants in Suites ground floor lobby. So this like made paper headlines like immediately. We cannot provide further information at this time. Once again, a toy car was found at the scene of the crime. The message: "Death to the new generation." So I couldn't read that. The message "Death to the new generation" was written hastily on a nearby wall. As the generational shooter continues to terrorize the city and forces battle, placed a hefty bounty on the killer's capture. Okay. So death to the new generation. So maybe they're older? Okay. Can I drop this? So death to the new generation. They've got to be older, right? What is it? What does death to the new generation mean? And then the toy car. They got plenty of toy cars to murder with, right? So who would be either they'd be a collector or maybe they work at a toy shop? Is there any kind of toy shops? Afternoon, what's your name? I'll pay you some money. Oh, so we got some more information on this person. I guess if it's for an investigation. I wish I could I wish I'd pull it up. What's your name again? Eric Murrow. So what we can do with that is we can go over here. So M. What was that? Yeah, it's Marrow, M-A. I don't see it. Am I blind? M-A... There isn't a Marrow in here. Huh. Is that a bug? There's a... Strange. That's a strange person. Eric Marrero. Yeah, M-A... I got their fingerprints as well somehow. But they're not in here. No, they're not even in here. Whatever. That's the thing. The only thing we have is the toy car. We have the fingerprint. That's it. That's all we have on the killer. We have nothing, no identifiers. There's got to be something. There's got to be something I missed. Hmm. That's not Daniel Nelson. Guess we can go here. Alamo Management. Because that's where we were going in the first place. Computer manufacturing. Oh, it's one of these buildings. Well, there's like a million people going in and out of it. I think. At least there's not a bunch of people going in and out of this. Oh crap. There's a person there. Um, I think we managed to avoid that one. They're gonna unlock the door for me. And then go home maybe. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I know it's cold on the vent. What the? They went to leave and then... Oh, now they're coming through the door again. So yeah, I just don't know what the hell just happened there. This video's dragging on as well. We got tons and tons of information on tons of different people. Come on! Leave! Ooh, that was close. Alright, don't glitch through the door again. Just leave, please. Oh. He locked the door and locked her in. Okay, looks like they're leaving. Jeez, my dude is super cold. I can't close the vent. Yeah, I know it's locked. I know it was locked. I watched them lock it. Why can't I just start lockpicking? I mean, we won't get in super trouble while we're in here, but we'll definitely be watched by cameras, so we're gonna try not to get spotted. What's the note there? 4321 or 4324 or something. Oh, it. Oh crap! We're getting seen. No. Stop seeing me. Go away. Okay, there's a security box in there. Oh, sweet. Have a key. Alright, hopefully they got employee records here. ES. ET. EU. EV. EW. EX. We're getting ready to go into F. Sadly, nobody here. Alright, so Darius Spencer. So DA, probably. Darius Spencer. Unfortunately, nobody here has that print. So, meta. FE. Oops. That happens sometimes. AA, there AS. Ashley Porter. LE. Oops. What did I say it was? LE. Oh, I'm Leonardo Bow. So we already got this person. We already got that person. And we already got that person. Okay. Well, they didn't have anything. Hearing aid. That's a new item. I need access to your drawers. Nothing. Dang it. Yeah, that sucks. There's nothing here. Unless there's more up this way. Oh. Oh, there's new people. So KO. They're all gonna come over. EY. Hey, you pushed me out. Get out of here. I'm not doing nothing wrong. Just leave me alone. Profile. So CA. Oop. They're all telling me to get out of here. Ah! He just shot me. That'll stop him. I'm in the air vent. They really did not like me being in there, huh? I hate this. I'm gonna leave that open actually. So CA. What if I can go back in here? Go CA. No, that's just upstairs. So that guy's leaving. Oh, the other guy's leaving. You're not allowed here. Okay, well, go away. Is this a completely different office? It is. So FA. FA and EP. Wesley Ivory. So FA and EP. Dang it, stop doing that. EP. What? MA. Oh, sorry, that was the fingerprints. Stupid. MA. Just building cases on all these people. And we've already got him. So he's part of the big conglomerate as well. Alright, so both of them went home, so hopefully we can now go in here. And first deactivate the security system. Uh-oh. Now let's see if we even get anything in here. Oh, he doesn't care. Alright. FB. FC. Okay. So, more than likely we're not going to get anything here. Well, he went home, so, I mean, if they're going to be home. Is there a camera? There's a camera in here. I think I already got this one. Yeah, I did. So, KO, isn't that the same one? So JO. Easy. Easy. This is the one I was trying to do. Caroline Myers. What the? Oh, he's got me trapped. I can't. You got me trapped, man. Ah, he's got me trapped. He had me trapped. Fine, I'm getting out of here anyway. Yeah, he had me completely trapped. It's like, get out of here. It's just like, I can't. Well, that was a dead end anyway. Oh, look at all these people going to work. That's crazy. Wow, that's a lot of people. I think we're gonna have to get something to eat, get something to drink. Then we're gonna have to call this one, because man, we're kind of at a dead road here for right now, which kind of sucks. Need to buy something. Let me get a coffee. Right. Too many buttons to leave the thing, in my opinion. Okay. There. Always get a cheeseburger and a coffee. Delicious. And this is a crazy case. But seeing as we're into the hour 3, or past hour 3. I think I'm going to go ahead and end it here, and we'll have to continue this next time. Wait, it's to the right of the stairs, yeah. There we go. Oh, I didn't lock it when I left, I guess. But yeah, that's going to be it for this episode of Shadows of Doubt. It's a really good game, but man, I'm kind of stumped on this one. There's not a whole lot to go on, which it's like real life, which I do like. I think it's good. It's a good time. But yeah, like I said, that's going to be it. So I do hope you enjoyed, even though we didn't solve a single murder case this time. Hopefully that'll be next time. But until then, I guess it's a goodbye.